You are surrounded by people, friends, family, coworkers, followers, people who have known you for years. And you are lonely. Not because nobody is there, because nobody actually knows you. They know the version of you that you decided was safe to show. The edited version, the managed version, the version that learned somewhere along the way that the real one was not quite acceptable enough to be seen. Today, we are talking about the most important thing you will ever let go of, the mask. I want you to think about the last time you were in a room full of people and still felt completely alone. Not physically alone, alone, like you were standing behind glass, smiling, laughing, saying the right things, and feeling absolutely nothing connect. That feeling has a name, and it is not depression. It is not antisocial behavior. It is the direct result of never letting people see who you actually are. You cannot feel deeply connected to people who do not truly know you, and most people in your life, even the closest ones, know a performance, not a person. Here is how it happened. At some point, probably when you were young, you showed a part of yourself that was real, something vulnerable, something unguarded, something true, and it did not land the way you needed it to. Maybe someone laughed, maybe someone pulled away, maybe someone used it against you. Maybe the room just went quiet in that specific way that taught you everything, and your brain turned that moment into a survival rule. The real version of you is not safe to show. So you built a better version, a more acceptable version, one that got included, got approved of, got loved. And you have been maintaining that version ever since. Not because you are fake, because you were trying to protect yourself. And here is the thing that will completely flip how you think about connection. The parts of yourself you hide because you are afraid they will push people away are usually the exact parts that pull people closer. Your struggles, your failures, your fears, your contradictions, the messy, uncertain, still figuring it out parts of you. Those are not liabilities. Those are the foundation of real connection. Perfection creates distance. Nobody can deeply connect to someone who appears to need nothing. You may admire them, follow them, but you cannot truly reach them. Realness creates intimacy. When you show up honest, imperfect, uncertain human people lean in because they recognize themselves in you, and that recognition is the foundation of every meaningful relationship that has ever existed. So, what does staying hidden actually cost you? It costs you intimacy, even inside long relationships, even inside marriage, because nobody can truly know someone they have never truly seen. It costs you energy. The invisible exhaustion of maintaining a performance monitoring reactions, keeping the real version carefully outside the frame. It costs you growth, because you cannot become who you are meant to be while simultaneously hiding who you are. And most devastatingly, it costs you access to yourself. The longer you perform, the harder it becomes to hear your own voice underneath the noise, to know your own wants, your own feelings, your own truth. The mask starts to feel more real than what is underneath it. And one day you look in the mirror and genuinely do not recognize who is staring back. So, what does letting people see the real you actually look like? It does not have to begin with some dramatic confession. It starts small. It is admitting you do not know something instead of pretending you do. It is saying, I am struggling with this, instead of posting another highlight reel. It is saying what you actually think, instead of calculating what will land best. It is letting people see you fail, recover, doubt, and continue anyway. And then, let them react. Let them be surprised. Let them feel uncomfortable. Let them pull away, if that is what they choose. Because here is the truth that changes everything. The people who stay when they see the real you are the only relationships that were ever real to begin with. Everyone else was just connected to your performance. You were not built to be a performance. You were built to be known. So starting today, let them see it. The real version, the uncertain version, the one still becoming. Let them react however they react. And then let me stop requiring invisibility as the price of belonging. Let me find out who actually stays when I stop performing. Let me build something real because it was built on something real. The loneliness ends the moment you decide the real version of you is worth being seen. Drop a fire emoji if this names something you have been carrying, and send this to someone who has been hiding in plain sight. They need to hear this today.